welcome back to another new video on HappyTypeStudio. Welcome to the first late night studio session. I am a big night owl and I do my best work late at night, so I just was hopping on my computer wanting to work on my next collection for my shop and thought I'd record the process. So let's get into it. So the first step for any collection is curating what's going to be in it. So I went through and I selected 8 quotes that I really love that I've done in Procreate, and I put them in this file all together so that I could export everything all in one go. Then I made sure to have separate layers for the lettering itself. I knew I needed to vectorize it in order to make sure that it was going to be high quality and not pixelated. The settings I used in Procreate weren't as high as they should be for something like this, so I selected all of the layers, exported as PNG files, and then I took that into Illustrator. So I used image trace on all of these. I made sure to go one at a time, be really careful, making sure that the words didn't look lumpy or weird. If you've ever used image trace in Illustrator, you know what I'm talking about. From there, I took the artwork and I resized it. I have another file where I have my 5 different artboards for the 5 ratios that I offer for my digital downloads. And I was just scaling everything and making sure that the quotes were going to be centered and aligned properly for all of the different scales. And I wanted to show you how I export these too. I use the export for screens, go to artboards, and I scale mine up by 10 because I've actually set up my file so that all of these ratios, I took the pixels and I divided them by 10. So when I've created this file, it's not absolutely massive. And that's how I'm able to, work in Illustrator and not have it be super slow when I'm resizing all of this, and I'm not using super massive artboards because I am exporting it at a much greater size. So now you're just seeing me go through and repeat this process for all of the different quotes. I won't bore you and include all of them in here, but you can see how much of a repetitive process it was. All right, so I have everything exported. I'm feeling really good about this new collection. These are like simple little quotes that I've just loved for the longest time. So I'm really excited to get them up on my shop. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I know a lot of it is like really repetitive, exporting, same process, getting things aligned, straightened, even. I find it fun, and you might find it interesting if this is something that you're interested in doing yourself. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna call it quits here. It is like 11:45 at night and I do have my night owl limits, and usually it's around midnight. So I gotta go to bed, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow where I will start working on doing the mock-ups. I still need to work on adding a couple extra mock-ups to my store overall, so I think I will either create a new mock-up or find a new one online, and I will show you my process with that. So I'll see you tomorrow. Jumping back into things, I actually was working on this after I had to work that day, so I just took my laptop, went on the couch, and I searched for some mock-ups. I wanted to show you, this is one of the websites that I use. I found one that I really love, but I knew I wanted to customize it. So I threw it in Photoshop. Here you can see I just was duplicating the layers of the floor and the frame so that then I could recolor the wall and make it a little more custom for my shop. Next up was doing all of the mock-ups of the artwork, and guys, man, this always takes so long. I am up to 5 mock-ups now for each listing. It's a lot of mock-ups, but it's worth it because they look so cool and I love them. The last step was getting the listings up on Etsy, taking all these mock-ups and writing the product descriptions. All right, after after working on it all week, I'm so proud to say that the Cute Quotes collection is live and it's up on my shop now. You can check out all the listings. I am so proud of how it's all coming together and how it's all looking. It is the colorful, maximalist, girly, fun designs of my dreams and of my heart. And it's just so fun to see it all coming together. It's really cool to finally offer these as listings because I know they've been popular on Pinterest for a long time. I would make these quotes and just upload them to Pinterest willy-nilly and not really think of them again, except for be like, oh, cool, that one's getting some views. So I'll throw some stats up here if you're curious. It's the good things are on their way to you, in my happy girl era, in my sunshine era, and I'm creating a life full of joy. Those are the ones that I consistently see in my top 20 or so pins on Pinterest. So when I was creating my collection, I knew those would definitely be included. And then I wanted to round it out with some kind of extra colors just so that the collection would feel more balanced. So the blue, the purple, the green were designs that either I already had or I'd already lettered, but maybe had a different color background that I kind of altered so that the collection altogether, all 8 of them, would look kind of nice and well-rounded. And I love how it turned out in the end. They look so cool together, especially considering if somebody wants to buy more than one of them. I actually set up a promo for that on my shop. If you buy more than 3, you get, I think it's 30% off, which is pretty exciting to think of. If somebody wants to buy more than one of these, they would look so cute together in, a bedroom or a dorm room or living room. So that is all set up. It's on the shop now. So one thing I definitely didn't expect in this whole process is how much work it takes to get something from final artwork to final listing. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, even just making sure that I'm exporting or photographing the art in a high quality way. I then have to format it for the different sizes that I'm offering for the digital download, making sure the export settings are correct every single time, doing all of the mockups because the mockups are what people are going to see on my shop, and I want to make sure that they're high quality and they're representing me, my store, and my art in the best light possible. So, there's a lot of thought that goes into each listing, and I feel maybe a little bit foolish for thinking that I started with the easiest route, doing digital downloads, and I'm sure it's a lot more work to do physical prints, making sure they print right and shipping them out, making sure they're not going to get damaged. But there's still a lot of work that goes into making digital products. I've been doing it in my spare time, in between my part-time job and my freelance work. And it's so tough, man. It's so tough. It would be so easy to doubt myself and be like, this is silly. I don't know why I'm doing this. No one's gonna find this. I'm hoping to find people with my art. I'm hoping to do everything right, putting it on Pinterest and putting it on YouTube so that people can find it. But right here, right now, in this moment, there is no one here but me. And I have to believe in myself hard enough so that you can find me. I know there's an audience out there. I know it because I exist and I like this stuff. And I'm sure there are other people that like it too. And I'm doing it for them. And if I'm really gonna achieve those dreams, I gotta keep working hard. So I'm here, I'm showing up, and I'm proud of myself for keeping it going. But I gotta say, all this hard work and all of this photoshopping this week, I need to get back to my roots. I need to do some art. So next week's video, we're gonna be doing an art vlog. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but I know it's gonna be fun, so stay tuned for that. If you're watching right now and you've made it to the end of this video, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. I want you to drop a comment. What are you working on this week? What are we planning? What are we scheming? We can root for each other together. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel so you can stay tuned for the next update on what we're going to be doing. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! I do feel a little crazy in this moment, wondering if anyone's going to watch this.